Hello, welcome back to Velvet Fin City. We're just a couple of minutes away from Equity Open, and I came back to my PC quite late, but it's all good. Just coming back from class, we had some things to do in college. So, from Forest Factory, I want to check if there is any economic release for today, and my focus is on bread, food, and news. Okay, today is Tuesday. Oftentimes, my network adds up. I don't know if it's because of my geographical location, but hopefully it works fine. So this is the chart on US100. Okay, just taking time. Oh, it's fine. I was looking at gold yesterday, like I told you guys. Later got to the point I wanted, and then we had a very sporadic move towards the downside, like a dump. Okay, today is Tuesday, no news, and then tomorrow we'll have um, a pre NFP or so, but it's all good. So no news today. Then okay, my interests for today is bullish as well. We are an all-time high. Let me clear everything. So I'm removing everything from my chart so my chart can be clean. I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to catch up with today's trading, but whatever happens is all good. So on the weekly chart, we've dipped into this imbalance, and then let's see how things go. So you can see how we came into this imbalance. But I just like to frame my things up from the 4-hour charts. So we are inside this imbalance, and then right in this imbalance, I see a kind of liquidity sweep here. Okay, so then I transpose to the 15-minute chart, and then right here we're already at equity open, and I was expecting this kind of downward movement. Then once we have a decline, we can go up from there. So price is actually coming down. I don't want to buy today. I don't want to sell today, sorry. So I want to see price come down, and then we look for a buy. Yesterday was a win. That was a beautiful day. But let's see what today's turns out. What today's gonna turn out to be. Okay, so same thing from the weekly. Just just something that is quite frustrating. Okay, so I think we see a wick down here on the 1 minute chart, and then price is tending towards the upside. So let's see how that goes. So let me see the 4-hour chart first if I continue. So exactly same thing is happening here. I don't want to clear everything. I can just leave the chart. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see clear liquidity here. Then that's fine. Then 15 minutes, let me see what 15 minutes is doing. 15 minutes is now coming up. I think an SMT is here. I'm kind of rushing because I came into the chart quite late. So here is my equity open. Equity open 930. Let's see what 930 looks like here. So this low was protected. Let's see whether a low was taken here. Okay, dipped into this, but I don't see any low being taken. So I think I want to see wait more for more confirmation before push the button. It's all good. Okay, at this very point now, I don't think anything is clear. So this is my broker. My broker saw this decline come in here. I don't like this. I don't like this kind of price action because it's as though price want to actually go down, go down. I think I've even missed the move, but let's see what happens. Okay, because right here on US100, you see we've cleared, received this liquidity. Actually, I want to buy, but then price is just giving very signature. Then let's see if 500. Okay, a clear SMT is here. Wow, wow, wow. So actually, I think I missed the entry. I missed it because if you see here, see an SMT. So price failed to take this. Yeah, so that was the SMT. Okay, and it's quickly running towards the downside. So price should have given us an avenue to like come back to maybe this bearish order block here, 1 minute bearish order block, or into any kind of FVG, because we have an FVG here on this point. Okay, so right here, let's see what it looks like. See the gap on my broker, so quite a very big gap. So I think I'll wait for some kind of retracement upwards to see how things goes. But if I don't get, then maybe I don't have a trade for today. Okay, price have cleared everything here, like every liquidity here except this one. Let me see 500. Okay, price have also cleared everything except this one. Let's see how it goes here. Capital.com has a better data for me. Okay, so back again to the weekly imbalance. So coming up right now. Oh, okay. I think having an SMT moving towards the downside makes sense, but from the whole logic, I am bullish today. So I don't know what it means or what it's going to look like for me to actually, you know, buy today. I think I should sell. But then if I should sell, I'm going to risk too much because selling from this point is not really safe. I'm going to risk too much. I'm going to risk too much. Okay, let me see on contracts and let's see how it goes. Okay, so now I'm in. Let's see how it goes. So I'm actually selling because of this SMT that was pointing towards the downside. And then, like, I wasn't able to check the 12 a.m. midnight open and all that and all that. But while managing the trade, I might be able to go back and do that. Today, I'm actually very bullish. Or I don't like what I'm seeing. This gap is so big. Wow, this is very big. This is too much. But let's see how it goes. This is too much. So I'm actually risking way too much today. I'm actually risking way too much. Wow. Okay. 25% as a risk is just too much for me. It's actually way beyond my targets. Actually, I was expecting a pullback, like price to come back up and then drop down. But because I didn't want to miss the move, I wanted to be in sync with the move. I think that's why I'm being hot right now. But however it goes, I don't want to take another trade today. I just want to stick to this. So what's my target going to be like? So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to quickly move to BE. So I don't have a whole lot to risk. BE, yeah. Okay. So let me just keep 30 first. For now, 30 and see how 30 goes. I should have waited for price to come all the way up here inside the imbalance. But then I didn't want to miss the move. It's fine. So let me just activate my sell button so that I can see the points where I entered. Okay. So you see on percentage, I like to work with percentage. So execution marks. Okay, so that's it. The bought at a very, will I say, high cost, which I didn't like, wasn't the best. So let's see how things goes. Okay, let me see what 500 is doing. 500 is doing same thing as well. So let's see if they really want to go to the downside. Okay. Waiting. to see things play out. Okay, while this is going on, I think I want to check on the 5 minute. Let me see um midnight's open and then mark it out. So this is Tuesday 12. I'm looking for 12. Okay, I'm looking for 12 a.m. It is Monday. No, no, no. So Tuesday 12 a.m. should be around here. Okay, 12, 10, 5. So this is Tuesday 12. Yeah, so this is it. Bearish. Okay, we are down exactly. So we are down below 12 a.m. It's actually good to buy. I didn't check this before taking this trade, but I was saying today was likely going to be a cool day for buy. So today was actually going to be a cool day for buy, but then seeing this SMT here, I went for a sell. Let's see how it goes. So we need price to, if price really wants to go down, want to see price go below this point. So if price can go below this point, it forms a bearish order block here. Go below this point, then we might hold on to the sell. But if it doesn't go below that very point, then the sell idea doesn't make sense again. Yeah, like I'm seeing right now, the sell idea isn't making sense to me right now. Okay, so actually going for a buy right now. So whatever the case may be, let's just hold on and see how the trade turns out to be. Okay, got stopped out. So like I said, I've been looking for a buy. Let me see what we have on 500. Okay, 500 as well is doing the same thing. Okay. Okay, let's just watch to see this other block form. Okay, so on a buy, let's see how this one plays out. Okay, so we enter at this point, and then we are going for these very points. Actually, quite big. I might just target 62 is quite big for me, and then what are we risking? I think from this point is fine. This point, okay, here, just below. So I'm going to take this previous gap away, then take the execution marks so that you could see clearly. So my interest is that this new gap here holds. So this gap should not be violated. Price should be able to put a whole lot of volume coming in today's price action. Okay, let's see. So whatever trading style you use, I think putting up some rules for yourself is very, very helpful because one of my rule is protect your equity at all point. Like always protect yourself. And one of the ways I do that is that I don't take more than 2 trades a day. It helps me stay emotionally balanced. And then on the long run, it keeps me on the profit. So okay, we are up 5%. Let's see how it goes. Ah, six. Okay, okay. So which means the bullish move was actually right. Then why I went for a bearish initially was because I saw the SMT going towards the downside, and then I would have taken that trade anyway. Whatever happens, it is what it is, and it's not bad. But I think I should have waited for price to come back into a deep premium before pushing for a sell, and that would have helped me to mitigate whatever I'm going to put on the line. But having said that, it's all good. The bullish was a better, what I say, bias. So still on it, let's see how it goes, and it's gonna be a beautiful one, hopefully. So let's see. And we don't have any news coming in today, so hopefully we we don't hope to get any surprises. Okay, I was talking about gold. I saw this gold. I don't know if my lines are still here on gold. So my lines, yeah, okay, 15-minute chart would have given me what I wanted. I told you guys about gold coming to this line yesterday, and it actually got to that point. So gold came here, and then I was holding for gold to come to this point, but it didn't, and then it took me out. So I went for a sell, and then the sell was correct. If you go to the daily chart, I think gold is seriously selling right now. Gold wants to still sell more. Okay, so from this point, I want to just get everything out. Okay, let me just take some lines out to keep the chart clean to an extent. So this is more like a an indecision day or whatever. So we cleared liquidity. You might not see this clearly because of the line I marked here, but let me take it out. So we cleared liquidity here, and then we're trying to go towards the downside. So on the weekly, okay, that's my network glitching, my internet connection. That's fine. So on the daily, we see some sort of liquidity sweep on the premium side, and then it's seeking for price downwards. So okay, so look at the weekly chart. Look at what the weekly chart looks like. So we see actually going down. Then on the daily, going down. On the 4 hour, we are still going down, still going down. So what I might want to do is I'll wait for gold to retrace a little bit up. So if I can see any retracement after this candle closes, any retracement, from this point, I might want to short targeting these lows until price shows this signature for going up. Okay, let's see our trade. Okay, we'll just keep going forth and back and forth and all that. But let's see. So hopefully this should hold. This should hold. Okay. Basically, like I said, I like to risk 10% to target 20. But I think today is coming in with big volumes, and then it's not really accommodating that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to watch from the sidelines, and what I'm going to do is at any point I'm going to look out for any possible way to move to BE as fast as possible. So but we'll still have time. This is 9:45 a.m. Okay, let me see the time. Oh, this price action might take time. The way I'm looking at it is taking a whole lot of time to play out. Okay, and sorry for that. My phone rang, so that was why my network delayed. But it's all good. I think we might have to sit longer today. It's going forth and back, forth and back, forth and back. But let me just mark at 12 a.m. so that because whenever it's getting to PM section, I don't really enjoy staying on the chat again. Okay, we're still far from that. So I'll just keep my fingers crossed, just watching right now, not pushing the button anymore. Let's just watch price play out and have fun. Yesterday's price action came in quite quick and fast. And sometimes it's just so beautiful that way. And that's what you always want to see. But it is what it is. Sometimes it doesn't come out that way. Just like in a boxing match, sometimes you just want your fighter to get the knockout, but the knockout punch doesn't come early sometimes. Some matches you have to go the distance, you have to do that 10 round or 12 round kind of something. Some person say I'm not a distance fighter. I don't do the 12 round, I don't do the 10 round. But that's life. So that's it. We live in a world where uncertainty is very, very certain. But it's all good. So I think we're going for the upsides. And now we are in sync. Let's see how it goes. Let me see the 5 minute chart and just know. Yeah, on the 5 minute chart, I think I like what I see on the 5 minute chart. Uh, okay, pumping up. Are you sure I might want to wait till all the way up here? I want to wait till all the way up here. Let me see the 15 minute chart and see. Okay, I just want to target the 12 a.m. open. If I get 12 a.m. open, fine. Uh, I don't want a situation whereby price goes all the way up and then retraces back. It's never funny. Like I can tell you, it's never funny. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. We are 23% up. Let's see how it goes. Don't be too sure. So basically, what I trade is US 500 and US 100, which is equivalent to Nasdaq and S&P 500. So that's basically what I trade. I do analysis on crypto, gold, and even forex. Uh, as a day trader who have other things to do, I think I just prefer how these indices move. They are correlated pairs, and because of how precise they are, I can comfortably trade off the 1 minute chart. Today is Tuesday, beautiful day, second day of the week. I just pray that once I finish my college work, I can be able to like live stream every day. I pray things works out fine, like things aligns. I just wish for that. But that's going to be so beautiful because I remember when I started trading, seeing some other guys do this online, it made me believe like this is possible, this can be done. But as a beginner trader, you go through those difficulties, take those courses, you sit down there in the chart, and then you make analysis, and oftentimes you're going to be wrong as a beginner. So fast forward to how things have come thus far. I think things are way, way better right now. You know, you tend to be correct more often than before. But then the edge is not just about being correct. The edge is the discipline. The discipline not to push the button always. The discipline to have your personal rules and stick to it. So when we say we don't take more than two trades a day, no, 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 we don't take more than that. That's the max. And sometimes on a win day, one trade is just enough. It does the job. Okay, 28%. I didn't really check how much we are down by in the first trade, but let's see how it goes. Oh, 30% to 31, going all the way up. Okay, so this is 32% up. The best thing you want to do is to protect yourself. Yeah. So at this very point, I don't think you want to still hold on to the trade without moving to BE. I think it's very, very necessary you just move to BE because even if it calms down and take you out, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you. Because price is going to come up tomorrow, come up next week, come up next year. So you just want to secure equity, your capital, which is your ticket to the game. See, I'm telling you, price is going to show up tomorrow, and if you don't have your ticket to the game for tomorrow, I ain't going to be here. Okay, so 37% up. I think if you get to 40%, you might just close it. But I have the strong feeling that price is going to likely hit the 62%, which is our initial target. It might get to hit that point. Well, let's see. Don't be too sure. 39% up. Okay, 40%. In my ideal world, like in my own ideal world, I want to just close this trade. I want to just close this trade. Like, once you get back to that 40, I think I just want to close the trade and then I'm going to close it here because I've actually hit my target for the day. So that's discipline for me, you know. So I'm closing position right now, as you can see. Okay, I think it didn't really get up to 40. There was a little retracement, so 39% up. Okay, so it simply means that for this week, yesterday was a win, today was a very little win because we took two trades, losing 24%, and then a winner trade winning 39%. So plus and minus, we can call it a BE. So I'm not going to take today as a perfect winning day. I'm going to take today as a break even. So yesterday was a win, today was a break even, and then on the week we're still up. So let's see what tomorrow brings in. I would have held this trade till the utmost target. But not the problem I had for today. Because I've taken a loss already, I don't want to hold it anymore. So I just want to make sure I protect myself. And now this might not make sense to you at first, but I tell you, do whatever you can to secure equity. Like this is your ticket to the game. Do whatever you can not to be on the losing side. I'm telling you, because price can actually retrace down from here and you can't do anything about it, then you're gonna be on loss for the day. So you see, but just having set of rules and having set of things you do, you can just keep yourself at a vantage point and I ain't gonna take all those losses. I ain't gonna be on the losing side. And it's beautiful. You see what I told you? Like price is retracing is kind of retracing. Let me see if a 5 minute chart is already coming up. Okay, you see, I don't like the way this 5 minutes candle is forming. See what it's looking like. So I left at I think 39%. So let's see how it goes. So I'm going to still hold for the purpose of, let's say, learning. I'm going to still hold, but I think I got some good points here. 30 points, I'm bad. Not 30, 39 points. And then we lost 24. So you do the math yourself and see you're on plus. So like I told you, max in a day is just two trades no matter what happens. So right now I'm just watching to see what price action is going to do. And then I want to identify 12 p.m. That's 12 p.m. EST. Okay, we're still very far from 12. And honestly, price is gonna hit that point. I'm telling you, price is gonna go all the way up there. Like you're gonna see, price is definitely going to go all the way up there. You see it. Okay, so look at something I want to talk about. Whenever you have a trading day, like you come to trade, you wanna know two things. One is your bias. Your bias is the direction you want to trade, whether bullish or bearish. But then you don't have to stick to your bias. Like you don't have to be rigid about it. You have to be flexible because price should not be saying something and you're saying something else. That's gonna hurt you at the long run. So first you have your bias, and then up next you have price action. So if it's in sync with your bias, beautiful. Okay, so when I came in today, I wanted to buy, which was bullish. I was completely bullish. Even yesterday, I was bullish. But then when I came in yesterday, I saw that price wanted to like retrace down. So we shoot for down and then before going up. And when I partook, when I took the selling trade, It went down, and that was beautiful. So I got my target for the day, and I'm done. So I didn't want to like do a whole lot again. Now for today, I was bullish. I wanted to buy. You understand? But I saw this SMT towards the downside. And one of my rules is that I don't take what I say tricky SMTs. But you know this kind of stuff, you just want to do it. You see, it's going up. It's going up. So I took the trade towards the downside, and then I had a loss. So I lost about 24%. But that's beautiful. So what I did was that my rule says max 2 trade per day. So I remember my bias. My bias says bully. So I had to like stick with it. And then when it gave me what's it called? Would I say a confirmation or a fingerprint for the buy, I bought. And then I was able to secure 39%. I wanted to secure about 40%, but you know what happened? It kind of retraced a little bit. If I had known, I'll just move my TP to 40%. So it give me exactly 40%. But plus and minus, I'm still on an, will I say, a vantage point. No losing, and it's not bad. So we're just waiting to see what price does. And I might not be able to like wait all the day again because I've actually achieved my purpose here. Whatever is happening here is so beautiful. So you see, price is still going all the way up, still going all the way up. Most likely they will get to this point. This line is from the 12 a.m. midnight open. Okay, this is 4:01, like 4 p.m. in my local time. I use GMT, so 4 p.m. GMT. So I'm recording from Nigeria in my local time, and then by 6 p.m. be going for some religious program, kind of Bible study. Then later on in the day, I want to print some of my college work. I'm an architecture student, and it's so beautiful being an architecture student. Except for the fact that it can be stressful and kind of frustrating, but it's all good. It's all good. Don't ask me how I manage trading and doing architecture. I don't know how I do it, but I can tell you it's not quite easy. It's a tedious one, very tedious. So what I'm waiting for now is to see if maybe in the next 10 minutes, I think the next 10 minutes I'll close this. See if price can hit TP in the next 10 minutes. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, it's all good. What's time now? This is I think okay 10:02. So we are seeing some sort of consolidation or a very very slow price action going on there. If I had wanted to move to BE, okay, I would have just moved my stop loss to this point here or this very point. So this like just at this low if I had wanted to move to BE. Okay. So that was what I would have done. I did. So in 8 minutes I'll be closing this trade. I like politics, but it's not something I like to talk about. So there wouldn't be any point me telling you about what's going on in my country and Trump's interests. It doesn't really make so much sense to me to talk about it. Yeah, it's something that concerns me and I have my opinion, but I just want to leave it to myself. Be cool that way. Yeah, I'm a Christian. In Nigeria, we have a Christian and Muslim community. So you have the Islamic community towards the northeast, north central, they dominate the northern part of my country. And then on the east, southeast, and all that, you have Christians. So Christians dominate this other end of the country. So that's what we have. And then towards the north region, you always have this clash between Christians and Muslims. And that comes the end of my story. I think that information is just what you need. Okay, on my phone, I'm going through my P&L for the week and looking at it. It's just good. Okay, I think it's going up. Today's price action came in with a whole lot of volume because some days 10% is just what you need. But right now, what I noticed from today's price action is that even 10% couldn't accumulate my stop loss. So I couldn't just, it couldn't accumulate my risk. So I had to risk more. So that was why at the first point I risked 24%, which is way, way too big for me. And if I had waited for the retracement upward, I don't think I would have fall trap for that. But it is what it is, no regrets. I ain't gonna cry about it. So that was a loss. Then for the second trade, I think I also risked much because I was risking about 24% again. But then the target was way, way bigger because we're targeting like 62. But for me, that's just being too unrealistic. So taking something away from 40.39 was good, makes sense to me. It's logical. So and that's just how it went. I just want to close this because at this point I'm just watching price action. I don't really have much interest because I'm not in this game. My ticket isn't here again, so it's not my game. But it's all good. I just see a kind of back and forth movement. And for some persons who bought just one contract, who didn't buy more than one contract, um, you might be unlucky because if price should dump down here, it wouldn't be something you like. Because I believe from this point, price should look for a way to just run up those highs, then move towards the upside. So let's see what we'll have in the 4 hour chart. Let me see what the 4 hour looks like. Okay. The 4 hour makes sense to me. So, a new 4 hour candle is opening. It might come back a little bit inside and then boom, move up. Let's see the 1 hour. Still going up. Okay, there's a 1 hour favorably gap here. I don't think that's what's holding price. Price will still go up. The 30 minutes. This just looks so bullish. It looks so bullish. Okay, having said that, we've come to the end of today's tape reading, and it came out in grand style. It came out fine. It was good. So what I'm going to say is maybe in the comment section, tell me about the pairs you trade, and tell me where you want me to analyze. Like, do you want me to do some things on silver? I used to like silver and gold, but I can't day trade it because of the time frame. I think silver and gold moves quite fine during the Asian section, but Asian section is midnight in my local time GMT, so it's midnight, and I like to sleep at night. I like to sleep at night, so and do some other things maybe if I have to stay awake. But for New York section, the AM section for -5 UTC, that's Eastern Time Zone, 9 a.m. or 9:30, aligns with my noonday here in GMT. So I think that makes sense and works fine for me. So that's why I just have to like stick to trading during this hour of the day. And then I'm just focused on US100 and US500 since I can just sit for like 2 to 3 hours max for my trade. And then sometimes it doesn't even get to that point and I'm done for the day and I can sleep in grand style or in peace, knowing that I don't have a running trade. And that's the only thing I don't like about Forex per se, because sometimes you have to like keep your trade for 2 days, 3 days. I don't like it. I just prefer I see everything play out and that's it. So like I told you, if you didn't take some profit off, maybe this move towards the downside wouldn't have favored you. It's not something you might want to see. Okay. So having said that, thank you so much for joining. You can drop a question or anything below. You have a question, you want to comment or just engage. That's beautiful. Hopefully, I just wish that things aligns, and if I'm done with college, then I'm going to live stream. I think it's going to be a beautiful experience live streaming. Having said that, have a nice time. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate